Thank you. So, why Springfield?
I get asked that a lot, and I choose to live here because Springfield is a place that I can enjoy the life I want.
I love the outdoors.
You can be on the lake in just a short drive.
It only takes me 10 minutes to get to work.
Or off to anywhere in the world.
I know my kids will be safe and well educated.
There are really good job opportunities after graduation.
I'm able to work remotely and create on a high level.
The healthcare options in this area are incredible.
The options for housing and cost of living are so affordable.
We have room to create.
I love to experience the excitement of sports.
Can't beat the food.
Or the drinks.
Why Springfield? Because all the pieces you need to create your own story are here. The only thing missing is you.
Well, there are many great veterans organizations that help our wounded warriors. It's invisible wounds that go unrecognized, leading to addiction, brokenness, and often suicide. The Warrior's Journey is a nationally recognized veterans nonprofit headquartered here in Springfield, Missouri. Our programs have helped over 15,000 warriors face those invisible challenges, saving thousands of lives and restoring countless families. No paperwork, no red tape. Learn more at twj.org or text us at 213-TWJ-HELP. Bye, honey. We love you.
How do you become the person you're really meant to be? How do you reach beyond what you thought was possible? The answer isn't about the destination. It's in the journey. It starts when you become part of something bigger, when you join a community that works together to lift each other up, a place where you form lifelong relationships and encounter life-changing experiences. It all starts when you go beyond. At Drury University, we take a personalized approach in combining hands-on learning, meaningful mentorship, and real-world results to make sure you have every opportunity to succeed in both your life and career. Maybe it's fusing your passion for research with your devotion to caring for others, or turning your love of learning into a lifetime of teaching. Maybe it's realizing a busy life doesn't mean you have to give up on your lifelong dreams, or using music to do something more than just entertain, or combining your entrepreneurial spirit with your affection for the arts. The path you take is up to you, but you won't be alone. Along the way, you'll receive mentorship from faculty who take the time to understand you, whether it's staying after class to look over an assignment or just hanging out during office hours. Your journey starts here, but the Drury experience goes beyond the boundaries of the classroom and around the world. So get outside your comfort zone, join a club, play a sport, get loud, take center stage. Ask to have class outside just because you can. Fuse your brightest ideas with your best memories. And if you get knocked down, get back up. We'll be here for you. This is your journey. This is where you belong. Look around. This is where you become who you're meant to be.
Today will not be easy. But you did not choose the easy path. Easy is not who we are. We are Drury!
You will be tested every minute that you are out there. And you will be better for it. We are
Drury! There's no time for fear in this room. When I look in your eyes, I see focus. I see intensity. I see an unrelenting desire to be unstoppable.
You have been waiting for this moment, and your moment is here. Who are we? We are Drury!
Who are we? We are Drury! Who are we? We are!
And live from Brightspeed Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena. Game 2 on the night. This one, though, features the Drury Panthers and the University of Missouri. Hello, everybody. Steve Casson with you on the doubleheader that we have going tonight. It is D3 action as it's brought to you from the Big Slice broadcast booth. And for the Drury Panthers, they find themselves in a unique position. They have a very important game coming up. We'll talk about that in the pregame show, and that could get them into the Mid-America Collegiate Hockey Association playoffs, and that is something they're looking forward to. The Panthers, though, right now come in at number 91. And in fact, let's go take a look at the WSR pregame report. We'll tell you all about the Panthers and the Tigers. I mentioned number 91 in the 5th Division III season poll. The 6th ranking is scheduled to be released this week. Now, the Panthers swept St. Louis University on January 30th and 31st at Webster Groves Recreation Complex. Louis Fournier had a game-winning goal with 4:13 left in the third period. and a 1-0 win on Friday. Garrett Limpert stopped 24 of 24 shots. Then a 4-1 win Saturday with 4 goals in the second period. Jake Lyons, Fournier got a goal, Cody Larenko, and Riley O'Connor with tallies. Dylan Gons stopped 36 of 37 in the victory. Now, the Panthers have had 2 games postponed, one against Washington University St. Louis on February 1st, and then the weekend of January 23rd against Arkansas due to snow, and that brings up the important game I talked about. There will be one game against Arkansas, the makeup game Saturday, February 14th, right here at Brightspeed Ice Park. Now, league postseason hangs in the balance. Drury is second in the MACA Silver Division at 4-2 with 8 points. Arkansas is 4-1 with 8 points in 5 games. This will be a 4-point game. Again, since the snow situation, it's one game, and it forces this series as a 4-point game. The winning team would own the head-to-head tiebreaker, so that is very important. And, of course, Missouri State Division III currently first at 5-0 with 10 points. Why is there only one game? That's because next weekend Missouri State plays. It's their weekend to play. So one game fit in at 2 p.m. Saturday for these two teams to play, and potentially the right to go to the MACA playoffs. Drury, though, has 3 games left on the regular season. All are here at home this weekend against Mizzou, and of course that makeup game we just talked about. Now, they have lost 2 straight games. I'll tell you what, I'm going to look at these notes here. I don't think they are correct, so I will not talk about those notes because I just mentioned that they did have that sweep over St. Louis University. So my notes may be incorrect. To tell you what, that means we're going to move on to the visitors. And that, of course, the Mizzou Tigers coming in at 7-13-2. Now, they are ranked number 99 in the 5th Division III season poll. 6th ranking, again, scheduled to come out this next week. Tigers are 2-3-1 in the past 6. They had a 6-2 loss to Dort on January 31st. A 12-2 loss to Dort on January 30th. Luke Bresner with both goals in that one. 7-1 loss to Arkansas. Bresner had the only goal. A 7-6 overtime win versus Nebraska on January 17th. Zach Simone with the overtime winning goal. A 3-2 overtime win against Maryville December 6th. Bresner got the overtime game-winning goal. And a 4-3 overtime loss to Maryville on December 5th. Kyle Sentnar, Camden Axe, Mick Nicholson also had tallies. Now, the last time that these two teams met, Tigers were swept by the Panthers. A 7-1 loss to Drury on November 15th, 2024, right here at Brightspeed, and a 3-2 loss on November 16th. Kyle Sentnar and Noah Locke had goals in that game. We'll talk about some Tigers stats, including Luke Bresner with a 5-game point streak. That's it, a 5-game point streak, 8 goals and 4 assists during that time. Kyle Sentnar has a 4-game assist streak. Bresner also leads the team with 3 shorthanded goals. And J.T. Baker, the only Tiger to play at least 15 games and have 0 penalty minutes. These games against Drury are the final games of the regular season for the Tigers. Let's take a look at some of the leaders. And, of course, Riley O'Connor leads for the Panthers with 17 points. Cedric Cardinal with 16. 12 goals for Louis Fournier with 15 points. And then Caleb Limpert, 7 goals and 15 points. Richard Bazant, 13 points for him on the top 5 for the Panthers. Louis Fournier leads the team with 3 power play goals. And Luke Bresner, the leader, 29 points for him with 21 goals. Kyle Sentnar, 18 points. Noah Locke with 17. Ryland Quick with 13. And Max Zagorski with 11. And for the Panthers, the top 5 players are the only ones that are in double-digit scoring this season. We'll take a look at the starting goaltenders tonight. It'll be Dylan Gons for the Panthers. He, in 5 games, 3-0 with a 4.24 goals against average and an .856 save percentage. And it'll be Jackson Winkles in net in 10 games, 3-6 with a 6.15 goals against average and a .671 save percentage for him. We will look at the starting matchups for tonight, and of course the Panthers with the record at 9-10-1, Tigers 7-13-2. Goals for, that favors, as far as goals per game average, favors the Panthers, and goals against favors the Panthers. The goal differential again favors Drury, and on the power play the Panthers 26.4%. They've scored 14 of 53, and on the penalty kill, they've killed 18, or they have allowed 18 of 46, 73.6%. Penalty for the Tigers, at least on the special teams power play, they're according to the stats, 14 they've scored for 39 at 35.9%, and they have allowed 32 of 49. Again, according to stats, 34.7%. So for these same two teams who will meet tomorrow at 2 p.m., they get ready to get going here. It is a short lineup for the Panthers as we close out the WSR pregame report. And we get ready to head on down to public address announcer Jaden Robb. She will be doing the announcing here tonight, double duty. In fact, I think she's the music director too, as we hear that Kevin Klein is not able to stay for this game with some personal situations for him that he's having to attend to. So we will get ready to head on down to Jaden.
And here are your Drury University Panthers. Good evening and welcome to the Stan Melton Arena inside Brightspeed Ice Park for tonight's regular season ACHA D3 matchup between the visiting University of Missouri Tigers and your Drury University Panthers. Your official scorekeeper is Nicole Alba, and your clock operator for tonight is Danny McIntyre. Tonight's officials, Terry Farrar and David Hill, linesman Mark Marzola. Your penalty box officials, Tom Cartwright and Jennifer Burrell. Your broadcast team is led by Stephen Casson and Web Sports Radio. And for tonight's starting lineups, first for the visiting Tigers. On left wing, we have number 13, Mick Nicholson. Right wing, number 6, Kyle Kraft. In center, number 20, Ben Hewerman. Left defense, number 22, Zane Sansom. Right defense, number 28, Camden Axe. And in goal, we have number 31, Jackson Winkles. Missouri's head coach is Chris Sanders and assistant Brandon Sullivan and John Tueller.
They're here.
Game on!
Game on.
Let's go. 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 Let's go.
And now, Panther fans get loud as we meet the starting 6 for your Drury University Panthers. On left wing, we have a senior, number 15, Brody Baden. On right wing, we have a senior, number 22, Gage Robb. In center, we have a senior, number 76, Louis Fournier. On left defense, we have a senior, number 27, Zon Warner. On right defense, we have a senior, number 11, Tyler Sillenpaw. And in goal, we have a sophomore, number 32, Dylan Gons. The Panthers are led by head coach Brett Lathan and assistant coach Mitch Munson. The Panthers strength coach is Corey Roy. We ask that you all please stand and join Drury University in their celebration of the federally recognized Black History Month with the playing of Lift Every Voice and Sing.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us, facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
We ask that you continue standing if you're able. And gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor America in the playing of our national anthem.
Our national anthem from Brightspeed Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena. We get ready for period number one between the D3 Drury Panthers and the University of Missouri Tigers. Panthers come in ranked number 99. I take that back. Panthers come in ranked number 91. It is Mizzou Tigers who come in ranked number 99. Ice is set up, and we are just about ready to go. In case you missed it, earlier, a big 8-4 victory for the D1 Drury Panthers. They now move to 20-2 on the season. Second straight year they've had at least 20 wins on the season. So we get ready for this game here. And the Panthers will win the draw. Brody Bean is able to win it, and it'll be Drury to send it in the draw into the zone first, that is. Puck taken by Zach Sansone. Intercepted, though. Cody Larenko for the Panthers with it. One hands it through. Larenko cannot get it through the stick check of Mick Nicholson. And it's sent back down into the Tigers' end of the ice. Big hit applied behind the net. Panthers, Tyler Sillenpaw had it for a moment. Nicholson is there. He puts a cross check in. Officials say let everybody play, so we do. Now it's Axe with possession. Camden Axe, 3 goals, 4 assists for him, sends it in, and the first shot of the night is steered aside by Dylan Gons, the freshman out of St. Peters, Missouri, 3-0-1 with a 4.25 goals against average and an .856 save percentage. Line change for both teams. Across the line here is Richard Bazant with a drive. It would have been a hand pass if the goaltender Winkles would not have covered it up, but he does, so with 18:57 to go. Puck is stopped. Play is stopped, that is. Puck will be faced off to the right of the goaltender Winkles. Coming in is Ryland Quick. Tries to win the draw from the Panthers, Gannon Stiegel. Panthers do gain possession, though. Over to the near side, boards off of Stiegel on a bouncing puck. Can't grab it. Far side, taken away by Quick. Stolen by the Panthers. They keep it in the zone. Centering pass up the middle. It is broken up, could not connect with Caleb Schmitz, and we come the other way. Across the line for Ryland Quick. 6 goals, 7 assists for him this season. Puck, as the Panthers go for a line change, is taken off the boards by Jalen Salem and sent all the way down into the Panthers zone. Salem this season does have a goal, his only goal against Drury on November 15th. 18:12 to go in the period. Puck flipped down in, controlled by the Panthers, sent in by Lorenko. A drive that comes in, and a save by Winkles. He will hold on at 18:03 remaining in this period. Going fairly fast. All right, Cal, what's your vote here? I know it's kind of early, but do we play past midnight?
Ooh, I would say play-wise, I don't know if we'll be on ice, but I believe that you and I will be here past midnight, Steve.
Absolutely. All of us will be getting ready for tomorrow's game. Play is underway, and the shot sails high and wide up over the net by Cedric Cardinal. Puck is cleared out to center, past Tyler Sillenpaw, and it's sent back down into the zone. Grabbed now by Luca Selvaggi, and a shot that comes in is stopped by Gons with 17:39 to go in the period, and still no score in this hockey game. These same two teams tomorrow, 2 p.m. we'll have it for you right here on Web Sports Radio on the Division III channel. Division I action, that'll take place. Oh, we got a Tiger that falls down as Fournier was chasing through. The goaltender is able to sweep it away, does Winkles, and the puck is cleared out to center ice. But again, we'll have the game for you, Division I action on our Division I channel tomorrow, 6 p.m. Next weekend, we'll have Missouri State as they have home games, but that one game against Arkansas. Here's a 2-on-1 out in front. They score as Cardinal will get the goal, his 8th of the season. 1-0 Drury. So the Panthers at 2:56 on the 2-on-1. Fournier will get the assist. And the Panthers on their second shot, a 1-0 advantage. We'll hear from Jaden Robb on who just got that goal.
Jury goal from number 8, Cedric Cardinal. Assisted, number 76, Louis Fournier. Goal, Cedric Cardinal from Louis Fournier.
And at 2:56, and the Panthers are in it again. Here's Bien. Poked away from him on a good stick check by Zach Sansone. Sansone, 1 goal, 1 assist for him this season. Last point against Nebraska. That was a goal on January 17th. Puck is flipped out to center. Tipped in off the stick of Jake Lyons and sent down. Puck at the referee's crease, kicked in by Braden Weber, but turned around by the Panthers and driven down in by Cannon Stiegel. Sends it over to the far side. Good check by Brady Kangas. And the puck is moved away left to right, right to left across the line into the zone by Brendan Lewis. Here is a follow-up shot missing wide on the shot by Braden Weber, and the Panthers will bring it out to center. They drop it in the zone. Getting around his man is Zon Warner. Into the near side, Richard Bazant. Puck doesn't get to him. Warner steals out in front. It gets deflected high. And actually, that was not Warner. That was Brady Kangas who got that shot. Now behind the net. It is stopped there. Lewis was able to clear, and here comes a 2-on-1. Here, out in front. The drive comes in, and a big save on the shot by Sansone. Gons comes up big, and the Panthers still have a 1-0 lead. Across the line. Taken by Drury as they return the favor. They stay on side to the Panthers. Coming in now for Lourenco as he'll have it behind the goal line. Lourenco looks to center. Gets it up top to Patrick Labutis off of him and stuck into the corner or to the near side boards at center. I went to Caleb Schmitz. Driven all the way down. Good move by Labutis to get it around the man on his back. That was Camden Axe. Now Lourenco is able to poke it out to center with 14:14 to go in the period. Here are the Panthers. They bring it in. Blockers saved by Gons on the drive that came in from a guy that's going to the bench right now, and Jaden Salem. We get a whistle, stoppage in play. 14:05 to go in the period. Face-off will stay in the Drury end of the ice. So face off to the right of the goaltender. And play stays in the zone. Panthers in their own zone. They flip it out and get it down, but we should have an icing call here. No, been waved off by the officials, so no icing. And we keep playing. Fournier can't clear. Rolled into the corner. Oh, taking a header into the boards is Weber. O'Connor is there, but the goaltender, Winkles, is able to stop on that one and hold it with 13:32 to go. Three-two of the shots that favors the Drury Panthers. Face off to the left of Winkles. Fournier in to take the draw, and he wins it himself. Fournier shoots in. Winkles with the save. Good play there as he won it from Salem. Literally won it to himself. Now Kravitz comes in with Fournier. Panthers keep it in, although at the half boards now it's Lewis. Can he clear? Yes, he has some room. Far side, gets it out to Sansone. He has right side room, drive in, save Gons. He'll hold on. 13:13 to go. Last game for Jackson Winkles. He played 9:32, make that 9:23. Stopped 6 of 10. That was in a 12-2 loss to Dort on January 30th. Prior to that, he had an overtime win against Nebraska on January 17th. He stopped 20 of 26. Panthers bring it across the line. They have it, and a shot missing wide by Fournier. Puck tipped off of the stick of Cardinal, the only goal scorer, and he'll go to the bench. Panthers in their own zones on Warner, lets it go. So coming in is Antonio Cordova. He'll try to work it. Now down to 12:38 remaining. Sansone in his own zone. He's hounded by Lyons. He steals the puck. Lyons try to get it to Bean. Lyons gets it over to the left side. Held in by Zon Warner. Sent over to the near side now. Oh, big hit by Cordova. As the officials say it's good. Sansone is down, slowly getting up. Gets back into the play. Panthers have it. Drive. Hit the post. Shot by Lyons. Hit the post on the right side. Now we get Lyons held up. Sticks are flying. Lyons pushes a man into the boards. Ben Hewerman gets pushed back. Now Sansone pushes through. We've got a secondary scrum with Bean and Mickelson. Bean and Nicholson get into it. Lyons and Hewerman got into it. Well, we know Lyons is going to the box. There's that secondary at the tail end of the replay there. Looks like we will get two in the box. Now, Lyons goes and Hewerman goes. Now the key is, what do they get? The officials are talking it over here. Terry Farrar. We know he called a rough. Two minutes is up on the board for Jake Lyons. .803 will be the time of the penalties. Now there's going to be an extra penalty. So what I think it is coincidentals and then an extra. So right now Cody Larenko is serving. So it is a power play for the Tigers. So Lions will get two. And it's a man advantage for Mizzou as we get a whistle stoppage and play here.
13, Jake Lyons for cross-check and rough. Number 77, Cody Larenko will be serving. Missouri penalty, number 20 for roughing, Ben Hewerman.
That's the call. It's a power play. And on the power play, 14 of 39, 35.9%. We get a whistle stoppage here. 1:21 remaining in the power play. Kept in. Roland Quick gets it up top. Quick looking for a return pass. Intercepted by the Panthers, though, and they are able to clear it with 1:08 to go on the power play. Oh, big hit is coming in with Scannon Stiegel. Able to knock his man off the play just enough for the Panthers to eventually get control and clear. Drury with a full sail change. Tigers and Quick. Reverse pass intercepted by the Panthers, and they clear. 35 to go in the power play. Or you turn it around, shorthanded situation for Drury. Now we get a Panther tied up. That was Caleb Limpert. We come the other way. Luke Bresner across the line. Puck broken up. Taken in by Kyle Kraft as he works it down through. Puck is taken away and rolls all the way down to the Panthers' end of the ice. No icing. Panthers. Limpert steals. Limpert tries to work it through to Patrick Labutis. 5 goals, 7 assists for him this season. Puck is sent back down in for Landon Lewis. 2 goals, 7 assists for him. Does have a power play tally this season. Panthers keep it in. Oh, nice move by Labutis out in front. He shoots, hit the side of the net. Now Lourenco with it. He'll center it to Labutis. It's broken up. Taken away and cleared by Wolkoff, and it's out to center ice. Jace Wolkoff, 1 goal this season. Puck is deflected. The Panthers have a 1-0 lead, 9:22 to go in the period. Drury has some room, left side across and down, and it'll be broken up as Cardinal can't hang on. We come the other way. Now Weber across the line, broken up from him. Panthers will regain, and they'll bring it down with some help, so there's no icing from Cedric Cardinal. He shovels it over into the corner, gets it to Grant Bader off of his stick. He with a cross check on the Panthers' Riley O'Connor. We come the other way now with Wolkoff. Has some room left side, waits, passes it over, out in front, and a save by Gons. And no goal. It was right there, and the Panthers still have a 1-0 lead. Good movement there by Mizzou as Wolkoff brings it wide, looking for the centering pass. It does make its way in front, but Gons shuts the door. Lourenco looks across the line, shot it up over Winkles, and he's able to deflect it up and out of play. Three goaltenders listed on the Tigers roster. 2 of them are from Missouri, 1 of them from Los Angeles, California. That's Michael Christopher. The other is Matthew, that is Zittman and Jackson Winkles are the other 2 goalies. Here's an opportunity for Bresner, trying to break it free. Puck is cleared by the Panthers. Back down into the zone, 18-18 to go in the period. 1-0 Drury. On the 8th goal by Cedric Cardinal at 2:56. Louis Fournier with the assist. Delayed penalty coming up. Goaltender has come out. Drury will be called for a penalty here, as the goaltender is on the bench. Possession for the Tigers. Panthers still can't keep control. Delayed call, and now it is whistled. So a power play. Once again, 2nd power play for the Tigers. 3rd penalty for Drury. And you can see it's a high stick. Terry Farrar calls that one. In the sin bin, Neil Serrato.
Penalty to number 2, Neil Serrato for high stick. Jury penalty number 2, high sticking.
A power play situation here, 35.9%, 14 of 39 according to the ACHA stats. Drive comes in by Mick Nicholson. Puck taken away, Panthers shorthanded. They have a 2-on-0. Now everyone catching up. Out in front, drive, score! Nick Lowe will get a shorthanded goal, and it's 2-0 Drury. Lowe with just his 2nd goal of the season, and one of them is a shorty. 2-on-1, and instead he takes the shot And Drury, here in the period at 12:40, they have a 2-0 lead.
Drury goal from number 14, Nick Lowe, his second of the season, assisted by number 15, Brody Bean. 14 from 15, Drury goal.
And that one comes at 12:40 of the period. Again, a shorty. And that is the 4th shorthanded goal for Drury this season. Joins Isaac Cartwright, Patrick Labutis, and Louis Fournier with shorthanded goals now, that is. Does Nick Lowe. 45 seconds remains in the power play. Up top. Shoveled over right side. Drive comes in by Salem, and it gets deflected behind the net. Spinning around is Kyle Kraft. Kraft this season, a goal and 5 assists. Panthers block it up top. Spinning around is Quick. He gets a drive off. That is blocked. It's in the air and sent down in low. 15 remaining. Puck makes its way out to center as it goes off the stick of Salem, and he'll quickly get it ahead and in across the line to Luke Bresner. Mentioned Bresner has a 5-game point scoring streak. He's been pretty powerful lately. 8 goals, 4 assists, 2 goals against Dordt on January 31st. Puck is cleared out. Sent right back in. 5:38 remains in the period. First period intermission guest. We will talk to Brady Kangas. Here's an opportunity in front for the Panthers and a big save by Winkles as he holds on. 5:24 to go. Shots getting a little closer now, 7-5. Panthers right off the draw, tipped out in front by Stegel, and Winkles will hold on, and Stegel gets pushed into the goaltender. Winkles not happy with that. They wait for the goaltender to get ready. Winkles set, has his goal stick, ready in position. Stegel comes in for the draw, wins it from Kravitz. Now taken away. We're going to get a penalty coming up, though. It'll go against the Tigers, although Drury needs to watch out. They may get roped into one here. This is a rough. Looks like Grant Hunke will go. First power play of the night for the Panthers. 2 penalties, 4 minutes now assessed to the Tigers. Sansone's drive is sent out. Panthers in their own zone. Across the line, working it and getting a drive off is Riley O'Connor, looking for goal 6 out of East Grand Rapids, Michigan. Four players from Canada. Anson Kyle, Cedric Cardinal, Louis Fournier, and Cody Larenko, all from Canada. Everybody else from either Missouri or Michigan, Kansas, San Jose, California, Springfield, Missouri. 1:12 to go on the power play. Nothing doing here as the Panthers are driven back into their own zone. They finally get possession. Work it across left side, across the line for Serrato. Centered out in front, fanning on it was Fournier, and he'll have possession. 4:02 to go in the period, 47 seconds remaining in the power play. Drive comes in, trying to tip it in front was Lourenco, couldn't do it on the shot. That came from Schmitz. It's cleared out to center, driven all the way down. And a line change for the Tigers. 33 seconds remaining in the power play. Panthers deep in their own zone. They're killing off precious time. They give up the puck. It's cleared down. 20 seconds remaining. Intercepted by Salem. They'll send it back in. Good penalty kill right now for the Tigers. Yeah, they're trailing 2-0. But Drury really hasn't had much developed on this. They finally get a stretch pass to Serrato across the line. Serrato has it. Power play's expired. Schmitz with the drive. It gets deflected up and over. Winkles with the blocker save. Puck out in front. Lourenco's there. He'll try to look. Nobody in front, though. Behind the net. Play stays all around the perimeter for the Panthers. Behind the net again for Serrato to push it over to the right side. Drive comes in, misses on Schmitz's attempt. Turned the other way for Grant Huneke after he gets out of the box, and it's sent back down to the Panthers' end. Right out in front. Oh, what a great play in front by Huneke. And when he moved from the backhander to the forehand, he ran out of real estate. 2:30 remaining in the period. Huneke right up in front. They did not get it to Huneke. Now with 12:16 to go, or make that 2:16 to go. Puck is up in the air. No one can find it. It bounced right in front of Gons. And by the time everybody saw it, it finally got cleared. But that was a little precarious. 3-0, make that 2:02. Puck is cleared down, no icing. Chasing it is Patrick Labutis. 5 goals, 7 assists for him. Puck centered up, intercepted by Weber, and he'll have it. Bring it across the line will be Grant Bader. Now with 1:41. Puck open, left side, and a drive comes in. It's blocked in front, and now we get a Panther cross-checked in the face. Play continues as the Drury bench is just livid about what just happened. And a little exception taken. See if we can look at that one. There it is right there. Just a high cross-check on Riley O'Connor. He's down. The officials don't call a thing. And the Panther bench not happy about this one at all. So just to reiterate, first period intermission guest, we're going to go with Cade Henderson, and then we'll say Brady Kangas for the second period. So Cade Henderson first, Brady Kangas second, as far as our intermission guests. Play is underway, sent in by Ryland Quick, and it'll be the Panthers in their own zone. Antonio Cordova still looking for his first goal. He does have an assist this season for the Panthers. Across the line, poke checked away, so everybody's offside by the time the puck gets touched up. With 1:02 to go in the period. Shots 9-7. .58 seconds remaining. Panthers do have the draw. Another Panther gets slammed into the boards. That was Robb. And the puck is taken away and cleared all the way down in on goal. So Gons will hold on to that. Dylan Gons, career high He stopped 36 of 44 in an 8-5 loss to Kansas on February 15th, 2025. And Jackson Winkles' career-high shots, 44 of 45 stop versus Nebraska on September 26th. 42 seconds remains. Puck out in front, blocked. And the rebound, we're going to get a penalty coming up. And I think we're going to get 2 players here, 1 on each side. Quick is going. We'll see where it happens. Right there's one, there's the second. And I don't know. You can argue that Stagel was kind of falling down when it all happened. Or was that 16 Bazant? They're going to put Bazant in. And Quick. So both of those players are in. Rylan Quick and Richard Bazant. And we are actually going to get an extra player in, so maybe it's an additional, as James Kemp is coming in probably to serve. Interesting here. So even if it's a double minor, which it may be, where one will cancel out and the other 2 will be on the board possibly.
Jury penalty number 16, Richard Bazant for tripping. Jury penalty number 16 for tripping.
So a double minor to Bazant
Missouri
for tripping.
penalty number 91, Rylan Quick for roughing and a 10-minute technical. Number 14 will be serving James Kemp.
So
rough and trip.
So Quick will get the 2 minutes for rough and a 10-minute misconduct. That's 4 penalties, 16 minutes against the Tigers, 5 penalties, 10 minutes against the Panthers. And that's why we have the 4-on-4. The penalties stay on the board, 1:23 left, and the period has come to an end. Shots on goal. Winkles faces 10. Gons faces 8. And just 2 goals in the period. Drury at 2:56. Cardinal his 8th. Fournier with the assist. And then at 12:40, shorthanded, Drury's goal comes to Lowe. Gets his second. Bien with the assist. And right now it is a 2-0 lead for the Drury Panthers. Power plays, Panthers 0 for 1, 0 for 2 are the Tigers. And again, penalty minute wise, 5 for 10 for the Panthers. Tigers have 6 for 16. Must have missed a penalty there. So 6 for 16 minutes. Actually, 5 for 16. Scott, it might be 4 for 16. We'll have to figure it all out. Either way, right now, it is a 2-0 lead. There we go. Takes my word for it. Thanks, Scott. After 1 period of play, a 2-0 lead for the Drury Panthers. When we come back, it will be Cade Henderson. He's actually been our cameraman once or twice on the season, but Cade will be joining us in just a moment. But after 1 period, 2-0, Drury Division III. We'll be back.
Tri-Lakes Marine has upped its game. Not only is Tri-Lakes Marine the largest Yamaha outboard dealer in the state, with G3 aluminum fishing boats and a full lineup of Suncatcher pontoon boats, Tri-Lakes is now the area's newest and largest Bennington dealer. Bennington pontoons are the pinnacle of luxury pontoon boats, and Tri-Lakes Marine has several models in stock. If you're ready to up your game on the lake, stop by Tri-Lakes Marine today on your way to Table Rock, just 15 minutes south of Nixa on Highway 160, your full-service boat and motor dealer.
This is Barrel Bob, MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. You'll be seeing more of me as the weather warms up. Crews will be working on our roads. That means lanes will be closed for construction and maintenance work on our highways. As you approach a work zone, please don't drive distracted. You need to pay attention. I want you and my friends working on the roads to all get home safely. Remember, buckle up and put down your phone. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
We're back at Brightspeed Ice Park. Steve Casson now talking with one of the goaltenders of the Drury Panthers and Cade Henderson. And Cade, okay, so your only game that you played, which was a full game against Arkansas last season, October 12th, 7-5 loss.
Yep.
But the fact that people don't necessarily realize about you is you just started playing hockey just recently. And what I mean by that is guys grow up and they're 3 years old and they're playing. Not you. It's just been within the last few years.
Yeah, I switched from player to goaltender in April of 2023. I was a player for about 4 years. I didn't score a goal at any point as a player. So I had always wanted to be a goalie, but it was just not. It wasn't quite something that was. It's an expensive position. It's hard to convince your parents to do it with without having any sort of, I don't know, a way to guarantee that it would be a good financial investment. I'd hope it's paid off at this point, but I don't know. It's like Arkansas. There were so many different factors that led to myself getting that play in Arkansas. I was never really supposed to play last season just because I was so new, and coach was hoping that I would get that experience I needed in practice, and so that I'd be prepared when Garrett eventually graduated, that I could probably take more of a role there. But Garrett got a 1-game suspension, and we were away in Arkansas, which ironically Arkansas, because that's who we're playing right now. So, Garrett got a suspension, and there was literally no one else. We had no choice. I had to play, so it was sooner than anyone expected me to have to take the ice, but I'd like to think I did as good a job as I was able to. 30 on 37 isn't terrible, but
still, you look at it, and yes, it was a 7-5 loss, but the team scored 5, and for the most part, it looked like it was a good game, at least on paper, regardless of what anybody thinks. So
the team was spectacular. It's been said many times that game was our best defensive game maybe ever. We had, I think, 11 or 12 skaters total, because we had multiple guys who were injured. Like Cody Larenko, number 77, tore his ACL the previous game, and then Jake Lyons, number 12, got a concussion during the first period of that game. And then we had 2 other guys, aside from Garrett, get a suspension during that game as well. So we had 3 players suspended, 2 players injured. Alongside, we had to leave behind a couple of players due to illness and I think academic stuff as well. But so we were playing pretty far under roster. So it was just all around. It was not going to be an easy game regardless. But my team really pulled through and made it we almost pulled it off. It was really cool for that to have almost happened.
I'm joking here, but I'm partially joking, but maybe I'm not sure I'm actually joking. But if the team needs a pep, should they just put you in net?
I mean, we've thought about it. Honestly, it's like there's the idea with in the NHL where if your team is performing badly, you pull your goalie as just like a lesson if you don't deserve him. I don't really think we've played bad enough to justify that sort of thing happening, but I don't know. I've definitely thought about it. It's like, I don't know. They really wanted that win. We all wanted that win really bad, but it's not like Garrett does anything wrong. He's always fantastic for us. So,
describe that feeling of you being in the game for the first time. Is it everything you thought it would be?
Well, Here's what I remember was it was after, because Garrett got his suspension with, I think there was 1.6 seconds remaining in the game. So I had to go in for 1 second in his relief. So, and we had won that first game. So what happened was Garrett went in. Garrett was ejected from the game, and I hop over the bench. I have to like quickly put my helmet on and stuff. I wasn't expecting to go. And then they blow the whistle to say the game's over, and I'm like, yeah, let's go, because I got my first win, because I was only on for like 1 second. So a few guys come over and give me a pat or whatever, and most guys just storm off because they were annoyed. And I didn't realize that because Garrett had been ejected, that meant he was suspended for the next game. I didn't know this. So as we're on our way to the locker room, I remember I'm just like messing around, being like, I got my first win, guys. I'm being like silly and stuff. And then I think it was Brody Bean, number 15. He whips around on me and he goes, you know you're playing tomorrow, right? And I'm just like, huh? What? I had no idea. So I just had a lot to think about. The coach gave us a really a pretty good speech afterwards. He was a little frustrated with our behavior, but I guess whatever he said worked, because our team was just spectacular the next day, and a lot of thinking that night and the day before leading up to the game. So.
Then you played 20 minutes versus Arizona State on November 9th. You stopped 9 of 12 in that one.
Yeah, 9 of 12. Yeah, that was during the showcase, I believe. Which that was just, we had a bit of a rough game. We had more games to be played afterwards, so coach decided to let Garrett get a rest and just put me in for that last period, which again, 9 on 12 isn't spectacular, but I did what I could in the circumstances. There's a pretty funny clip, I think. I don't know if this was versus ASU or if this was versus, I had to go in for like 6 minutes versus another team because Garrett got a 10-minute misconduct and he had to serve it in the box. But there's a funny clip of, I think I'm playing the puck behind the net and I just like fall for no reason, and you just go like, oh, there's Cade Henderson taking a fall in front of the net or something. That was like my one iconic thing that happened at home, so I thought that was funny. But
and I think possibly you had a no decision in a 9-5 loss to Kansas on February 1st. Played 40 minutes in relief, stopped 17 of 20.
No, that was Gons. That's a miss. That's not correctly credited. No,
that's me incorrectly crediting that to you.
No, that's probably the ACHA website, honestly.
You think so?
Yeah, I never played against Kansas. Gons had to go in for in Kansas, but
okay, which
he did great. Gons and Garrett are both great.
So now you've had a chance, obviously, to play as a goaltender, and you get in practices and everything like that. How do you feel you are right now? Are you ready mentally, I guess, to get into another game?
Of course. I mean, yeah, I would be so honored to get the chance to play again for this team. It's really something I would want more than anything in the world. I feel like everyone has been so nice and understanding of the fact that I didn't come from a hockey background. I'm only kind of learning some of the stuff that they've known their entire lives live. Like, the whole team has just been super accommodating and been willing to help me learn, and I want to redeem myself for Arkansas and get that win that they really we got so close to back in 2024, I think it was. So yeah, I'm hoping that I'll get to have a little bit of ice action this season. I understand if that's not the case, it's always not my decision. It's up to the coach, and I trust whatever he has in mind. So,
Cade Henderson is joining us of the Drury Panthers. Now you're out of Brentwood, Tennessee.
Yes, I am. I'm from Tennessee. It's about 7 hours away. I've lived there, born and raised my whole life. It's actually kind of funny. One of the most state D3 goalies, Michael Dillard, is also, we played in the same high school league. So it's kind of interesting. We'll train together sometimes when we're both home. So it's kind of cool to see your rival back at home. Like, not really something I expected. But I remember I recognized the bag that he used before he got a team bag. It was Mount Juliet, which was one of my schools' rival schools. I was like, is that a Mount Juliet bag? Yeah, from Mount Juliet. So that was pretty cool to find out. But yeah.
Now, one of the things that I've known about you is you are versatile. And what I mean by that is you've been our cameraman before.
Yeah.
Whether people knew it or not.
Yeah. I I think it was D1 played. It was Alabama, maybe. It was one of their first few games that they ever did, and Coach Jeremy Law, he gave me a phone call and was like, "Hey, the web sports people need a camera guy. Would you be willing to go and do it?" I don't know why he called me, but I was like, "Yeah, sure. I've never done it before. I'll give it a try." And so I did it for I think 3 or 4 times. And it was fun.
You never would have known you've never done it before. I mean, you did a fantastic job.
Thank you. Yeah, it was fun. It was cool.
So that could be your career path, but in reality, what do you want to be when you grow up?
So right now I'm dual majoring in English and writing with an honors minor. English is just a very flexible degree, English is something I'm pretty good at. So I'm hoping to just have a good GPA, and because you can do a lot of things with English, it's just something that works in any sort of career where it just is evidence that you're very thoughtful and good at writing, good at speaking, etc. So it's I'm hoping to continue working in hockey. I'm not really ready to leave it behind after only having it for 2 years. So it's,
sure.
I'm hoping to secure an internship with Nashville Predators when I go home for the summer. So that'd be cool to have, but. Honestly, just staying in hockey would be really cool. A little bit of a reach, but it'd be cool.
So more on the broadcast side, writing side, do you care?
Anything really. Like honestly, on ice operations would probably be the dream, but it's just being able to work with the players and maybe even get to like do stuff at that level. Like I would be okay with anything, honestly, at all. Like just being able to be in that rink on game day and be behind the scenes and be able to celebrate when it happens, like up in the top and up in the girders with all the wires, or
sure,
up on down in the ice. I don't know, anything. It'd be cool.
Cade Henderson is our guest. Now, at the end of interviews, I wish players more goals. Of course, you're a goaltender, so I don't wish you any goals. But you had mentioned that you had played as a forward before. Do you remember any goals you might have scored?
No, I never scored any goals as a player, that was a contributing factor as to why I switched to goaltender.
Okay.
Because I wasn't very good at it. I was a good skater. Like, that was my only good thing, was I was pretty quick. I was able to get end to end pretty fast, but my puck handling was not very good. So I joke now that I'm a better shot as a player, as a goalie, than a player. So which the guys don't believe me, but it's true.
I could maybe agree with that as a goalie myself. Cade Henderson joining us. Cade, thanks so much for doing this.
Of course. Thank you for the opportunity.
Appreciate it. We'll take a break and be back. More hockey coming up in a moment.
Hey, Missouri! Barrel Bob here. I'm MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. I see a lot of distracted drivers in work zones not paying attention to the road. Distracted driving is the #1 cause of crashes. The average text takes 5 seconds to read. At 55 miles per hour, you could travel the length of a football field blindfolded. Don't take the chance. I want you and my friends working on the roads to get home safely. Please buckle up and put your phone down. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
Pearson Kelly Office Products presents
Great Moments in Office Technology!
When Julie gets bored at work, she writes funny captions to pictures of animals she found online. Then she realized she could send all of her pictures in one gigantic message to her coworkers. At that moment, Julie created Junk Email. Now, employees can enjoy their days watching auto-tuned sneezing pandas. There are plenty of ways to waste your company's money. Your copier shouldn't be one of them. Pearson Kelly Office Products. Business made simple.
Tri-Lakes Marine has upped its game. Not only is Tri-Lakes Marine the largest Yamaha outboard dealer in the state with G3 aluminum fishing boats and a full lineup of Suncatcher pontoon boats, Tri-Lakes is now the area's newest and largest Bennington dealer. Bennington pontoons are the pinnacle of luxury pontoon boats, and Tri-Lakes Marine has several models in stock. If you're ready to up your game on the lake, stop by Tri-Lakes Marine today on your way to Table Rock, just 15 minutes south of Nixa on Highway 160, your full-service boat and motor dealer.
We're back at Brightspeed Ice Park. Stan Melton Ice Arena, Steve Casson with you. Scott Lutsky keeps us on the air from a couple hours away. Gabby Marler is our local producer. What you wearing, Scott? You're wearing the DU shirt tonight. Okay, we'll take it. And, of course, Cal Bussin and Cal, okay, we're at 10:43. We still have 2 more periods to go.
Yeah, I'm feeling like we might be here past midnight at this rate. That first period took quite a bit of time.
It did. We thought it would go a little quick, but so
got
far
a little chippy there.
Yeah, only 9 penalties, but we now have still, again, players in the box, one of them with a 10-minute misconduct to serve. So we'll see what happens here in period number 2. They're getting everything straightened out in the corner, the officials making sure that all is well, and we will get ready to go for the second period. It's the period of the long change. The Panthers this time skate from the right to the left, and Mizzou from the left to the right. Louis Fournier in to take the draw. Panthers do win it, and quickly it goes off the stick of Caleb Schmitz, and it's sent all the way down, where it'll be chased, and in front of everybody is Zach Sansone. Now chipped in and held in by Grant Bader. Works out in front, and it just goes by. Huge opportunity in front there for the Panthers. 4-on-4 for another 1 minute as play continues. Over to the far side to Fournier. Breaks free, gets it over. Schmitz with a pass down in front to Riley O'Connor, and it misses. 49 seconds remaining in the power play. O'Connor sends it out in front. Fournier had it for a moment. Bouncing puck taken away, and it will be the Tigers to have possession. Nick Nicholson. Puck driven down by Kyle Kraft into the Panthers zone. First possession here for the Panthers in the offensive zone. Nicholson. Broken up though by Schmitz. He lost the puck. Now coming in, Andy Trupiano. Drive comes in. It is saved by Gons, and he'll drop it down on the shot by Sansone. Puck is taken away. That name, Andy Trupiano, is similar as we get the 5-on-5 now that we're back to, because the coincidentals have come off the board. But there was a Missouri State player I covered many years ago, and his name was Anthony Trupiano. And when I saw that name, I had to take a double take. I'm thinking, first of all, how can he still be playing? And second of all, very few players with the name Trupiano. Meanwhile, Gons has made a couple of huge saves to keep Mizzou off the board. Puck behind the net. Bresner is there. He's kind of been relatively quiet here tonight. Although Bresner, he is the leading scorer with 29 points. In fact, Luke has a 5-game point streak, 2 goals against Dort, and 3 goals and 2 assists against Nebraska on the 17th. Shot comes in, big save, rebound loose as the shot by Stagel, and hold on. Play is continuing. They started the music, thought it was a goal. The officials say no, so play continues here. They have 3 on the board. It's still a 2-0 game. It was on the line and cleared. 17:25 and the clock still rolls in a 2-0 game, unlike what the scoreboard shows. Panthers will play defense now as Hunke has his pass taken away, and it'll go to Stagel across the line. He'll work it right side. Trying to stick past Axe, couldn't do it. Now to the left side. Across to Zon Warner. He'll drive it all the way around. It comes up the middle, kept in by the Panthers, as it's now to Cordova with an opportunity in front, and it'll be covered up after it bounced through with 16:46 to go. They've corrected the score. They've added shots. It's now 14-10 in favor of the Drury Panthers, and again a 2-0 lead for them. 2:56, Cardinal with his 8th, and then at 12:40, Lowe with his 2nd. His was shorthanded, by the way. That is just the 3rd, make that the 4th shorthanded goal. They had 3 coming in. Here's a drive through some traffic on a shot by Warner that is covered up by the goaltender Jackson Winkles out of St. Charles, Missouri. 3-6 in 10 games. Last game was a no decision game. He played 9-23, stopped 6 of 10. Play underway. It's back behind the Tigers' net and grabbed out to center across the line. Driven down in by the Panthers, or excuse me, by the Tigers. Nicholson delayed offside. Limpert will deflect it away. Warner is there. His pass connects inadvertently to Limpert, and he gets pulled down. Penalty coming up. Back to the power play for the Drury Panthers, and a chance to increase their lead. It's a tripping call. Going into the box will be Andy Chirpiano. Five penalties, 18 minutes. .154 remaining. Panthers have possession. Serrato with a drive. It gets behind the net. Cardinal will chase down. Serrato to help out. Cody Larenko is there. Gets around Larenko. 1:38 remaining in the power play. Puck up top. 2-0 Drury. They try to work it. Drive comes in and just deflected away as Serrato got the drive off. Getting a piece of it was the goaltender Winkles. Now Panthers work it low. Larenko now out in front and just missing. Head up to the roof was Caleb Schmitz. Said, I can't believe I missed that open corner. So 1:16 left. I know our penalty clock is running. So we're 1:16 remaining. And we've got it all set up, ready to go. Panthers win the draw. Cardinal looking for some help. It is cleared out and down and all the way with now coming on 15 remaining in this period. Second period intermission guest. We will talk with Brady Kangas. Now across the line here, Schmitz. Schmitz working it through. Cardinal. 7 goals, 9 assists. Panthers have it. We get a penalty though, and it goes against Drury. Immediately going to the penalty box. So we're going to get 2. We're going to get 1 each. So I believe that was Larenko going in. You can see a hold and a hook. They offset. Now because there's a penalty on the board, they will not go on the board. Arguing his case is Landon Lewis. So they get 2 each. Six penalties, 20 minutes to the Tigers. 6 penalties, 12 minutes to the Panthers. Catch the call.
Drury penalty number 77, Cody Larenko for holding. Drury penalty 77 for holding. Missouri penalty number 5, Landon Lewis for cross-check. Missouri penalty number 5, Lewis, cross-check.
So basically, double minors is what they got. So what that means is we'll add this up with the double minors, 7 penalties each, 14 minutes, 22 minutes to the Tigers on the double minors for cross-check. Panthers with some pressure as the power play is expired. We're back to 5-on-5. And it is driven right back down into the Panthers' end of the ice, or the Tigers' end of the ice. Tigers with a line change, and now it's driven all the way in for no icing. Goaltender Dylan Gons said there should be icing, but the officials say no play on, so they do. Back behind the play, Brody Behan scored into the net, but that doesn't count. Panthers are able to clear. Bazant does. Puck sent in. Here's an opportunity. Gons waits for the last possible moment to poke the puck away. It goes into his body, and he's able to hold on to it. 13:10 remaining. Shot 17-11. Still a 2-0 lead for the Panthers. Both goals in the first period. 2:56. Cardinal is 8th. Short-handed Lowe his second at 12:40. And it is a 2-0 lead for Drury. Behind the net. Battle for it there. Worked into the corner. Lorenka, or make that Sillenpaw, number 11. Looks like a 7, but it's 2 1s there. Gets it across the line. Fanning on the attempt was Gage Robb. Now driven in for Sillenpaw. Centered up the middle. Drive comes in. It's loose. And we're going to get a penalty. It is going to be against Mizzou, as waiting for the puck was Behan, and he was pushed into the net. And so it will be a Tiger penalty. And it's a cross check. And is this Hewerman that goes in? It is 28, I believe, so that is Camden Axe. So Axe goes in, 8 penalties, 24 minutes. Here in the second period. So another power play. I believe this is 2 for the Panthers. The Panthers cannot take the puck away, and able to get a shot off was Bresner. 1:36 remaining in the power play. Panthers, they will hold on to it here. Here's a drive. Oh, blocked in front. As a shot by Schmitz was blocked in front by one of the Tigers. Bouncing puck. Still helped out. That was Hewerman with the block. Another opportunity. It's blocked again, and Hewerman is able to clear. Oh, he's having trouble getting off, as he fell twice trying to get to the bench. But he did his job. Now Fournier with less than a minute to go. It'll be tipped down in. Chasing it through is Serrato. Pushes his way. He gets upended. Looks at the official. The officials say play on. Puck stolen. Serrato with it. Just as he got up after getting his bell rung, he's able to center it through. Up top. Schmitz drive. Oh, what a save. Great save in front, and then they pile it on the goaltender as Winkles did everything he could, outstretched his arm on the shot up top by Caleb Schmitz, and he's able to keep it out of the net with 29 seconds remaining in the 5-on-4. Huge stop. At the last moment, he saw it go up, deflect up, and just got an arm on it and was able to deflect it away. .25 seconds remaining in the power play. Shot comes in off the side of the boards, on the drive by O'Connor. 16 remains in a 2-0 Drury lead. 10:52 to go in the period. We're in the second. Puck on the line. The Panthers apparently kept it in, did O'Connor. Now trying to get his way through is Caleb Limpert. Puck is cleared out to center. There's Patrick Labutis. .10:25, they score. Labutis will get the goal. Patrick Labutis puts it home. He will get goal number 6. 3-0 Drury. This one coming at 9:36 here in the second period. Well, Drury catch the call on any assists here.
Drury goal, number 37, Patrick Labutis. Assisted by number 26, Caleb Limpert. Drury goal, 37 from 26, Labutis from Limpert.
6th of the season at 9:36. And a goal here. This one squeaks by, and it'll be Grant Bader to get his second goal this year. Nice move as he has everyone fooled there. .10:07, the time of the goal here in the second period. That comes 31 seconds later.
23, Grant Bader. Missouri goal, number 23, Grant Bader, unassisted.
And they're going to call it unassisted at 10:07. And it's a 3-1 contest. Look out, worst lead in hockey, 2 goals. And all of a sudden, Mizzou gets a goal. It's a different hockey game here. Sillenpaw pulled off the play. Bean is there. They check Kravitz, and here's Bean. One hands it through. Taken away by the Tigers. They have numbers, 4-on-2. Across the line. Score! The leading scorer gets on the board. Luke Bresner, his 22nd goal, and all of a sudden, it's a 3-2 contest. Bresner will get it. And this one comes at 10:44.
Goal, number 27, Luke Bresner. Assisted by number 28, Camden Axe. Missouri goal, Bresner from Axe.
And the Panthers come back and say, let's stop this here. They get a goal. It is Cedric Cardinal to get his second of the game, 9th of the year. So all of a sudden it's a 4-2 game, but these are coming quick. This one at 10:58. So we have had 3 goals in 50 seconds.
Drury goal from number 8, his second of the game, Cedric Cardinal, assisted by number 2, Neil Serrato. Drury goal, 8 Cardinal from 2 Serrato.
Serrato gets the assist at 10:58, and Drury stops the 2-goal onslaught. It's a 4-2 contest. 8:31 remains. in this second period. 3 goals in 50 seconds. Puck cleared out. Antonio Cordova. He'll send it in. Panthers line change. Down to 8-10. Panthers still having trouble getting into the zone. Cordova is there, puts a hit on his man. Here come the Tigers. They have some numbers, looking for a centering pass. Puck behind the net, penalty coming up. Delayed call, and the Panthers touch up. It's a penalty against Drury. Into the box will be Brady Kangas, I believe, and Figures. We're going to talk to him in the second intermission. Usually they don't get penalties when we talk to him. So Kangas in.
Jury penalty number 59, Brady Kangas for interference. Jury penalty number 59, Kangas for interference.
Axe will chase on the far side. Sillenpaw steps in front of him, has possession, brings it across the line. Sillenpaw to work it over to Labutis with a drive. Out in front, they score! Oh, they're going to wave it off. They're going to wave it off. It went behind the goaltender, and they wave off the goal. Drive comes in. Gons makes the save. I don't know if we'll be able to see this one or not, Scott, but that one looked awfully close. Panthers have it again, and we get a whistle, stoppage in play, 1:14 to go, and we're going to get a penalty. It's a slashing call, and it goes against Mizzou, but that one was up over the goaltender, and they say no goal to the officials. This one is assessed to Nicholson. Nine penalties, 26 minutes to the Tigers. 8 penalties, 16 minutes to the Panthers. So we skate 4-on-4 for a while now. Brett Lathan, Drury coach, getting explained or getting some kind of explanation of what's going on. He's talking about a potential penalty, and he's talking he's talking about the goal. He's saying that he thought it went back over the goaltender and in the net, but the officials explained what had happened, apparently. And now they're still discussing things here. Cal, did you get a look while you were looking through the main camera there to see where that puck may have been?
You know, not that I know of, Steve. It's tough to tell from the main cam, I feel. But they are discussing. Looks like we're going to have no goal from my vantage point.
Well, we have cameras all over the place, so we're going to have to start putting them in the net.
We might have to go the NHL route. That might help Terry out a bit here. It's 3 times tonight we've had some goals waved off.
We'll have to get a lot of padding for those.
Yes, indeed. I don't know if the iPhone will cut it.
Not at all. They're barely cutting it here. Well, we know that we have 2 minutes on the board assessed to Nicholson. We know that there's 1:14 remaining in the penalty to Brady Kangas. Shots 26-14 in favor of the Tigers, or excuse me, of the Panthers, and the Panthers lead 4-2.
Missouri penalty number 13, Mick Nicholson for slashing.
Well, the Panthers get the even strength goal here. It's a 4-on-4 scenario. They make it 5-2. It's the hat trick. I take that back. Cardinal got the other two, so it's not the hat trick. This is Serrato's, well, we could call it that. It's his third goal. He moves the water bottle. So Drury gets it at 13:07. Actually, yeah, 13:07 will be the time of the goal. It's a 4-on-4 goal, though. So the Panthers with Serrato in a 5-2 lead now.
Jury goal from number 2, Neil Serrato, assisted by number 8, Cedric Cardinal, also assisted by number 76, Louis Fournier. Jury goal, Serrato from Cardinal from Fournier.
So the Panthers now have a 5-2 lead. We're still 4-on-4, a shot missing wide by Bresner. So that goal by Bresner now gives him a 6-game point streak. Here's Fournier. He has some room. Falling down was Hewerman. Fournier gets cut off as he's getting ready to pass. Fournier still with it. Breaks free. Has it tipped right out in front, but it was missed. Kangas pushes his man through. 5:38 to go. Down to 32 seconds remaining in the power play. Puck taken by Axe. Centering pass. Broken up. Panthers. They have some room. Kangas leads a 2-on-1 over to Bazant. Back to Kangas to Bazant. He missed it. An open net. Had a great chance in front and he missed it. Here comes Devin Gilligan on the ice now. First shift, I believe, for him. 5 seconds remaining, and this was a short power play for the Panthers, number 5. Oh, here comes an opportunity for the Tigers breaking in. All along with a drive is Braden Weber, and it's Gons to make the save. The Panthers 0 for 4 on the power play. Tigers 0 for 4 on the power play. So each team with a penalty kill of 100%. You can see Bazant in the penalty box. 9 penalties, 18 minutes, and another power play. This is power play 5, I believe, for the Tigers. Tigers have it. Nicholson, that is. He's at the far side, getting checked by Warner. Slashing will be the call to Bazant. Chipped by Cardinal. He does make it out to center ice. Puck driven in behind the Panther net. Cardinal easy there to clear. No, cannot do it. Kept in by the Tigers. Drive comes in, score! Hewerman will get his first goal with the Tigers this season. It is a power play goal, and it is 5-3. On Hewerman's first goal this season to go with 3 assists. Here in the second period, This one coming at 15:45. So Heuermann's first. It's 5-3.
Missouri goal by number 20, Ben Heuermann. Assisted by number 22, Zach Sansone. Also assisted by number 27, Luke Bresner. Missouri goal from Heuermann, from Sansone, from Bresner.
15:45 the time of that, and all of a sudden it's once again a 2-goal lead, and we're not out of the second period yet. Panthers, who at one point had as much as a 3-0 lead and a 5-2 lead, are now seeing their opponent within 2 goals. Labutus looking ahead as it's to Limpert. He gets taken out of the play. Shot comes in. It is deflected into the near side corner, sent all the way down. Panthers have to chase. They come into the zone. Does Caleb Schmidt with 6 goals and 4 assists this season. Now Devin Gilligan. He'll have possession. Pass will make its way. It connects with Limpert. Limpert far side, works up the middle. Backhander comes in by Lorenko, and it's covered up. .306 to go in the period. Short-handed goal by Lowe made it a 2-0 game in the first period. Oh, here's an opportunity out in front. Gons with the save. And it's coming in all alone was Kyle Kraft, and the puck comes the other way across the line into the zone. Broken up. Cleared out to center. Picked up by Lowe. He already has a goal. Lowe gets run into the boards. Tigers with it. They get a drive off that's partially blocked. Nicholson does. Drury brings it out to center, driven all the way down, and gets as far as the near side face-off dot. Puck comes in. Nicholson is there. Gets around Sillenpaw. Driven down through for Heuermann and sent to the far side. Bean. It is kept in, though, by Heuermann. And he goes to the bench. Bean into forecheck behind the net. Nicholson sends it over to the far side. Work now to Gage Robb of the Panthers. Puck to Nick Lowe. Gets it out at least to center. And Sillenpaw chips it away, but with all of that, offside as Kravitz in a little bit too soon after the puck gets deflected on the line. So with 1:45 remaining, we will have a face-off. Immediately, puck sent in. Trying to be cleared by Cordova. Panthers are able to get it. Here's a break. All alone, Louis. Well, he was alone with Fournier. He made a move, and then he gets upended. He goes flying into the backboards. Almost stole the puck again. And it's chipped ahead. Panthers wanted to change. They can't do it. And play continues. So Drury now with possession. Into the zone, it goes deflecting away. Panthers with possession. They drive it down in. Off of Riley O'Connor. O'Connor sets up in front. Shovel pass, doesn't make it anywhere. Cleared in front of the Drury bench. Helping out is Warner. Here's a lead coming in and getting an opportunity. They score on the breakaway. The Panthers get another one back here. This one will be a goal by Louis Fournier. And it is now a 6-3 game. So Fournier, who dekes the goaltender Winkles out. He gets goal number 13.
Drury goal by number 76, Louis Fournier, unassisted. Drury goal, 76, Louis Fournier, unassisted.
19:27 will be the time of the goal. Fournier unassisted, 6-3. A lot of goals coming in this second period. 7 of them. And here come the Tigers. They get a drive off, and Bresner's shot gets deflected up and out of play. 2.2 remaining. (30-18) of the shots, but it's still a 6-3 game. Technically anybody's game. Draw one right out in front, and Serrato makes sure it doesn't get any closer. Shots on goal in the period. 10 on Dylan Gons, 2-period total of 18. 20 on Jackson Winkles, 2-period total of 30. Power plays. I will have to double check, Scott. I will have to double check with you. I don't know which goal was a power play goal. You have him at 1 for 4. I actually had him at 0 for 5. I have the Panthers at 0 for 4. I don't know if any of those were power play goals. I know the Serrato goal was a 4-on-4, and I believe the MU goal for Hewerman was a 4-on-4 scenario too. Last one a power play goal, so the Hewerman goal on the power play. So 1 for, I'll go with you, Scott, 1 for 4 on the power play instead of 1 for 5 as I have them down. But goals in the second period, Labutis and then Bader and Bresner. All of a sudden it's a 3-2 game. Cardinal and Serrato make it a 5-2 game. Hewerman and then Fournier. So Hewerman on the power play makes it 5-3. Fournier 6-3. And that's where we stand right now. I'll get my stats all put together here. But we'll take a break, and when we come back, we will hear from Brady Kangas. We'll do that in just a moment. But the Panthers start to claw their way back, and they now grab a 3-goal lead after 40 minutes of play.
Tri-Lakes Marine started with Pat and Eric working out of the back of their service truck, repairing boats and keeping folks on the water. Today, Tri-Lakes Marine is the largest Yamaha outboard dealer in the state. At Tri-Lakes Marine, you will find in stock Yamaha outboards, G3 aluminum fishing boats, and a full lineup of Suncatcher pontoon boats. And Tri-Lakes Marine is still a full-service dealer with a complete Yamaha service center because maintenance matters. We take care of our customers. Check out our full lineup of boats and motors at Tri-Lakes Marine, 15 minutes south of Nixa on Highway 160.
Pearson Kelly Office Products presents
Great Moments in Office Technology.
When Julie gets bored at work, she writes funny captions to pictures of animals she found online. Then she realized she could send all of her pictures in one gigantic message to her coworkers. At that moment, Julie created Junk Email. Now, employees can enjoy their days watching auto-tuned sneezing pandas. There are plenty of ways to waste your company's money. Your copier shouldn't be one of them. Pearson Kelly Office Products. Business made simple.
We're back at Brightspeed Ice Park. Steve Casson now talking with Brady Kangas of the Drury Panthers. 1 goal, 1 assist, couple of points for the sophomore out of Richmond, Virginia. So that's kind of a far way to be. What made you say, I'm going to travel to the Midwest from the cool place of Virginia and come play for the Drury Panthers?
Well, originally I was playing juniors in Richmond, and my brother was playing NCAA D3 up in Finlandia. But his school closed down, so we had to look for new options, and Missouri State popped up, so I guess he contacted Jeremy Law, and he told him that he's at Drury now, so that's kind of how I got here. And my old roommate Gannon Stagel was he lives right around here, so we got him too. It was all a package deal. It worked out great.
So it's kind of by default. You intend to talk to Missouri State, then you talk to Drury because the coach had moved on.
Right.
Were any other schools in your radar, or was it just it worked out?
Yeah, I was actually getting recruited by Finlandia at the time before they closed down, and then I had another year of juniors that I could have used up, but kind of wanted to play with my brother since my dad had cancer at the time, so us being together was kind of the biggest goal there.
And of course you did last season, so it's got to be a lot of fun. Now you're here on this team this season, and it's a team that has kind of maybe had its ups and downs a little bit. You know, things start to go well and then things don't. But for the most part, I mean, it's been a good season, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. You know, we lost a couple games that we probably should have won, and you know, can't get those back. But you can only look ahead, and right now we got Arkansas this weekend. It's big 4 points, playoff implications. So I think the team's just looking ahead right now, not looking at what happened last semester, just kind of keeping it going. So
had a goal against Kansas on November 21st. Take us through that one.
Yeah, it was a shootout game. I think it was 7-7 or 6-6, and we were down 1 goal, and kind of our line was going that game, and coach put us out there with about 8 minutes to go, and we knew we had to get one to tie it, and went out there, just drove the net pretty hard, like I'm taught to do, and said he ended up finding me right in front, and that's how I went in. It was drawn up perfectly.
Now you're listed as a 6', 185-pounder. Do you feel like sometimes, because by the time you get your equipment on, you're a pretty big dude. So do you get out there and you feel like, okay, I got to be the enforcer guy?
Not really. It definitely is part of my game, I would say. You know, playing in Richmond, that's kind of like what our coach taught us is, you know, you got to play 2 ways. You got to play physical and, you know, wear teams down that way, getting the puck in deep. I'm not necessarily going out there thinking I'm the enforcer,
Sure.
but I will go out there and, you know, lay the body a couple times. So
put it this way, when you're out there, they know you're out there.
Right. Correct.
Let's talk about, again, mentioned from Richmond, Virginia. So growing up, was hockey in your spotlight there, or did you have other sports that you grew up?
It wasn't always in the spotlight. I would say hockey in Richmond's, you know, not that big of a deal. We used to have a SPHL team and an ECHL team, but they went bankrupt probably in 2009. And after that, the city's kind of been looking for a team. No luck yet, but my family's actually from Michigan, so that's how I kind of got invited to the game. My grandfather played for SUNY College, which is now Finlandia. And then my dad played in where he grew up in Indianapolis, moved to Omaha, and then when he got to Richmond, there was no hockey, so he had to quit. So, but growing up, I also played baseball. That was a big sport for me. Kind of played that all the way up till high school, and then kind of just focused on hockey from there.
At what point did you start hockey?
I'd say I was 5 years old. I was a year ahead. I played up with my brother's team and mites. So yeah, about 5 or 6 years old, I really started getting into it, and yeah.
It's about the average time that a hockey player should.
Right.
You know, given the fact that you kind of really didn't grow up near specifically any hockey rinks. Michigan, that you mentioned, yeah, there's tons all over the place.
Right.
But now, for those of us who are geographically challenged like myself, obviously I know where Alexandria, Virginia is. It's right next to D.C., but where in Virginia were you?
Central Virginia is technically where you could probably classify Richmond. There's 2 rinks there. That's they're growing more at right now, but basically when I was growing up, there was only 2, and there's one in the north end and one in the south end, and that's all we had. And AAA kind of grew there. We had a couple players that were really good that got out of Richmond early, that were able to go and play NCAA D1 and then NHL afterwards. But other than that, I think I've been there. The game's kind of growing there, but it's kind of died down from what it was once. So, I mean, that's all I got, really.
Brady Kangas is joining us of the Drury Panthers. Growing up in Virginia, now there could be a couple of different NHL teams that you could follow, but who is your favorite NHL team?
Grew up always a Detroit Red Wings fan.
Okay.
Grew up during the playoff streak. Huge fan. Probably favorite player is probably Zetterberg, and been a rough couple 10 years now, the playoff drought, but it's looking good for the guys.
And that would make sense. You said your family's from Michigan, so
right.
Probably the Detroit area?
Yeah. Well, actually, Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
Okay.
Small town, Calumet. So, hockey's huge up there. I mean, that's all they really play. It's the biggest sport for sure. And in high school, the towns rally. So, but yeah, that's definitely where I got the Red Wings from.
At what age did you move from Calumet down to Richmond?
So I'm actually originally from Richmond, Virginia.
Okay.
My grandfather, he was from Calumet. He ended up moving down to Indiana. That's where my dad was born, in Indianapolis, and he worked for UPS. So then he was moving all over the globe. There was a stint in Nebraska, Omaha, and then finally settled down in Richmond. And so that's where I've been my whole life until college.
Now, you're a sophomore, so you still have a little bit of time before you kind of have to figure out what you want to do. But what do you want to do when you grow up?
Yeah, so I'm majoring in criminal justice with a minor in psychology. So I was thinking something around the lines of just helping prior offenders on their way out of the incarceration and like helping them rehab back into society.
Okay, I mean this in a very, very nice way, but you look like a police officer.
Thank you. I think that was a compliment.
So is that something you want to do?
Yeah, it's something I definitely thought of. My dad actually went and studied criminal justice as well. He was going to be a cop, but at the time he was working for Lowe's, and they paid more, and everyone knows hockey is not cheap, so.
Sure. So you were the cause for your dad sticking with his job,
right?
Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time when you got on the ice?
Oh yeah, I was 4 years old. I had learned to skate. I had didn't have any hockey skates. I was wearing rental figure skates with the toe pick. I kept toe picking that day, but I was out there with my dad and my grandpa, and it was really fun.
Rental figure skates is the first time you're out on the ice.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy. Like you say, because people don't realize, but yeah, that toe pick's there, and
right.
And you want to kind of push off, but you do, and you fall over.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Do you remember the first time you were in organized hockey?
Yeah, I was playing in Richmond, and I was playing up a year with my brother's team. It was called the Richmond Rage, and I wouldn't say I had a successful year, but ended up scoring my first goal. It was actually assisted by my brother, so. But yeah, it was the first year I played organized hockey. Was in Richmond. Not a bad year.
What about last year? You had a chance to play with your brother.
My brother, well, funny story. He actually, out of high school, he went and played club for Alvernia University. Didn't have a good stint there academically. Came back, played juniors, and then got recruited into NCAA D3 to Finlandia. And then we played here the first year we were D2. Got to play with him that year. It was me and him on a line, but we couldn't play on a line after the second week. I think coach was getting mad. We kept getting into fights and trouble. So, yeah, stopped with that. And then last year he was actually coaching our team. So.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. But You've had a chance now to be at Drury. Obviously, you know what the Division I team has done and the record and what they're doing. Obviously, aspirations that'll happen for Division III.
Yeah, I think that's the ultimate goal here. I think we believe that we have the talent to do so right now, and what we're failing on is just kind of composure and discipline. And once we get it all clicking together, I think we have a very good chance of doing that. So.
Yeah, this is definitely a hockey team that, when you look at the scoring, when I say it's balanced, in a sense, really, because the only person, and most recently after getting the hat trick the other night, is Louis Fournier with 10 goals. But everybody else is kind of, it's averaged out. So there is scoring from all different players.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think, we got a lot of guys on different lines that, any given night they can go out and they can score 3 or they can score 2. Just all depends on the night, and I think that's who we are as a team is, you get scoring from different lines, and kind of what helps us and propels us to wins, hopefully.
Brady Kangas is joining us of the Drury Panthers. Brady, at the end of interviews, I wish players more goals. I wish that for you, and I know you got one, so that's good,
yeah.
But I'm sure you want more.
Oh, for sure.
All right. Hey, thanks for doing this.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Brady Kangas joining us of the Drury Panthers. More hockey coming up. We'll be right back.
This is Barrel Bob, MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. You'll be seeing more of me as the weather warms up. Crews will be working on our roads. That means lanes will be closed for construction and maintenance work on our highways. As you approach a work zone, please don't drive distracted. You need to pay attention. I want you and my friends working on the roads to all get home safely. Remember, buckle up and put down your phone. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
Tri-Lakes Marine has upped its game. Not only is Tri-Lakes Marine the largest Yamaha outboard dealer in the state with G3 aluminum fishing boats and a full lineup of Suncatcher pontoon boats, Tri-Lakes is now the area's newest and largest Bennington dealer. Bennington pontoons are the pinnacle of luxury pontoon boats, and Tri-Lakes Marine has several models in stock. If you're ready to up your game on the lake, stop by Tri-Lakes Marine today on your way to Table Rock, just 15 minutes south of Nixa on Highway 160, your full-service boat and motor dealer.
Pearson Kelly Office Products presents
Great Moments in Office Technology.
When Julie gets bored at work, she writes funny captions to pictures of animals she found online. Then she realized she could send all of her pictures in one gigantic message to her coworkers. At that moment, Julie created Junk Email. Now, employees can enjoy their days watching auto-tuned sneezing pandas. There are plenty of ways to waste your company's money. Your copier shouldn't be one of them. Pearson Kelly Office Products. Business made simple.
Back at Brightspeed Ice Park. Stan Melton Ice Arena. Steve Casson with you. Scott Lutzke, he keeps us on the air. And Gabby Marler, she is our local producer here, along with Cal Bussin. Okay, Cal, we've seen some strange things, but just about 24 minutes away from the midnight clock.
Yeah, I think we might be playing past midnight tonight, Steve.
We're definitely going to be.
unless we're running the clock, which I don't believe is a rule in the ACHA, so I think we'll be here.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. The Panthers now this time will skate left to right, and the Tigers from right to left. In to take the draw, Louis Fournier along with Kyle Kraft. And the Panthers do not win the draw. Coming through and getting bumped was Hewerman, but now at the referee's crease, the puck pinballs through. Panthers still grab and cannot get it into the zone. They finally do, but nobody there with possession except for Sansone. Oh, great play, keeping in his Fournier. Work to the far side. Cardinal steps around Axe. Kept in, though. Panthers had it momentarily in, and they do. They steal it, getting pulled down. We're going to get a penalty. Is a Panther. Power play to Drury. Hewerman will go. And right off the bat, a power play for the Panthers. That's always a good thing. They have a 3-goal lead. They had as much as a 3-0 lead. Now they have a 3-goal lead once again. Had a 5-2 lead at one point. So Heuerman in. 10 penalties, 28 minutes. And the Panthers will work the puck. Half boards from O'Connor. Bazant back to O'Connor. They'll work it, draw everybody, and almost picking it off was Bresner. Puck up top. Here is O'Connor with a shot. It's blocked, goes behind the net. O'Connor waits for it from Limpert. They play catch. O'Connor, right circle. Limpert down low. Limpert still working it. Thought about going across, but kept it to himself. Now Limpert again. Protects the puck. Up top, waits. Limpert still with it. Thought about shooting. O'Connor, his shot gets deflected up and out of play. Hit the skate of Andy Trupiano. 18:45 to go in the period. 1:21 remaining in the power play. It has gotten colder in here. There are no heaters where we are. Well, there is one, but nobody's up in the box in the booth area, or where the I guess the balcony area, party area. No one's up over there, so they don't have the heat on, but it is cold here. Puck gets deflected up and out of play. I have a heated jacket on, and it is extremely, extremely cold. Gabby, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good, Steve. It's pretty cold. You're right. I take back what I said before the game, or the inning, or oh my gosh, the period before I said it wasn't cold, because now I'm getting cold, so.
Yes, suggestiveness there. Minute to go in the power play. Panthers keep it down low, looking to get another goal here. They have a 6-3 advantage. All the way over. It was kicked out in front as it went to Serrato, and he just inadvertently kicked it towards the net, but it's held and covered up by Jackson Winkles. I believe that's Winkles. Hold on, we might have another goaltender in here. I think we do. Matthew Zittman is in. That is not Winkles. So Zittman comes in, and he's playing the third period here. Drive in, score up top, and it's Fournier to get the goal. That is his second straight goal. 14th of the season. 7-3. Now this one is going to be against Matthew Zitzman. This goal coming at 1:52. Here in the third period. So Fournier will get the goal, his 14th. And so Matthew Zitzman is in. And he gives up this goal.
Jury goal, number 76, Louis Fournier. Assisted by number 8, Cedric Cardinal. Also assisted by number 2, Neil Serrato. Jury goal from Fournier, from Cardinal, from Serrato.
So Cardinal now has 1 goal and 2 assists. Fournier has 2 goals and 1 assist. Puck send it over to Serrato. He waits, he shoots, he's got it up high. Penalty coming up, delayed call. The goaltender is off. And a delayed situation, penalty against the Tigers. They still haven't been able to touch it up. Panthers still keep possession. They get it around, goaltender off, empty net, puck up the middle, tip, but not, oh, they're gonna say control. 7:10 to go in the period. Power play for the Panthers. Going in on a trip is Kravitz. $11 penalties, 30 minutes. 9 penalties, 18 to the Panthers. The Tigers, 11 and 30. And another power play. I believe this is 5 for them. Panthers with a chance to make it a 5-goal advantage. Oh, puck taken away. Bresner, he's going to have some room. He races hard. Bresner comes in all alone in front. He shoots, pad save. Big save there by Dylan Gons as Bresner was pegging that upper right-hand corner. He has it and will clear all the way down. Wastes about 15 seconds off the clock here. 1:25 to go with the man advantage. Panthers slow to bring it up. They finally get it through. Stagel has it. He shoots. Toe save. Rebound out in front. Two Tigers fight for it. Goes to the corner, and it's out to center ice. Racing forward is Kraft. He'll look for possession, but instead Stiegel cuts him off. Now 1 minute remaining in the power play. 16:05 to go in the period, I believe, as Zitzman tries to clear the puck. Goes over to Weber, far side, and it's out to center ice. So by virtue of the fact that we still have 16 plus minutes to play and only 16 minutes until midnight, I believe we will have a game that goes into tomorrow, so to speak. .35 remaining in the power play. Fortunately, our clock still continues to run on the penalty time. We'll get that reset for you. 32 and the clock rolling. Panthers have it. A shot that comes in from Serrato. Lorenko tipped it wide. Up the middle. And getting a shot off was the Panthers Cardinal that dropped Kraft's stick out of his hands. Panthers keep it in. Power play for 9. Serrato fights for it. Still with possession. Watch the guy getting out of the box. 3 seconds. Sent over to Fournier. Drive in. Pad save. Rebound loose. Man out of the box. Panthers have possession. Up the middle. It's taken away and it is cleared all the way down by Nicholson. Icing will be the call. 14:58 to go in the period. Shots 33-19 in favor of the Panthers. Don't forget, another game tomorrow between these two teams. 2 o'clock Central Time. We'll have it for you right here on Web Sports Radio. And then Division I action. It'll be Drury. And the team that they won big against, Illinois State. Much like this game here. That'll take place 6 p.m. Central tomorrow. Oh, Zitzman lost the puck. It's kicked in, and a goal! Brady Kangas will get the goal. He slid through the crease, and as he was sliding through, it was not a kicking motion. He just slid through the crease and inadvertently kicked the puck in. The official says it's a goal, and you know, every time we talk to somebody, they always get a goal. Brady Kangas will get it this time. You can see him fight for it and kind of kick it in. He looked at the official, and the official says, yes, it's a goal. Well, Brady will get this goal. This coming at 3:13. Actually, not 3. This will come at 5:13 here in the third period. So Brady Kangas will get goal number 2. And the Panthers.
Drury goal scored by number 59, Brady Kangas. Assisted by number 16, Richard Bazant. Also assisted by number 6, Devin Gilligan.
And while all that's taking place, we have the net crashing into the boards. They only have the pegs here. This year, for some reason, the markings were not set correctly, and so they cannot put the rubber pegs in because the net would not properly set. It's already pre-drilled into the concrete, and they did not, apparently from what I'm understanding, properly paint the line. So had they drilled through, the net would be off by an inch or so. So they have to run the pegs this time. Hopefully that'll be fixed for next season. Drive comes in up top from Cordova, and Zitzman will hold on to that. Shots 35-19. Matthew Zitzman comes in, 5.99 goals against average and .830 save percentage. His last game was a 6-2 loss to Dort on January 31st. Stopped 51 of 57. That is a career high. He won't reach that tonight, though. He's only played about 7 minutes. Here's Henneke. He'll send it all the way around. Kept in, though, by the Panthers. Nick Lowe has a goal today. Lowe's pass banks over to Robb. He shoots in, saves Zitzman, rebound, and Zitzman will hold on to that there. 3:38 to make that 13:38 to go. This one stopped 4 of 6 with the 2 goals that have come into play here in the third period. Puck taken away by Hewerman. It'll be brought all the way down to the Panthers into the ice, where it's Cordova to grab it. Up the middle, Panthers have it. Lead pass, too far for everybody. This is not going to be an icing because chasing it to make sure was Robb. To the half boards. Grabbed by Nicholson. He gets pushed hard into the glass. Nicholson does. 7 goals, 2 assists coming into today's game for Mick Nicholson out of Lee Summit, Missouri. Here across the line, good move. Drive comes in, and making a good save is Dylan Gons on the shot from Nicholson. He's going to go to the bench. Panthers have it. They're slow to get it up. 12:40 to go in the period. Puck across the line, tipped off of Labutis from Lourenco. Now gets back into the zone. Panthers onside. Lourenco out in front. What a save. One-touch pass by Lourenco. Or the tip shot in, that is. And Zitzman makes a good save there. 12:17 to go in the period. Puck sent back in. Coming down to 12 minutes remaining. Panthers give it up. Out in front. An opportunity that is blocked. Panthers will have it. Lead comes out. It'll go to Lourenco. Zitzman thought about chasing it, but he left it. Now Labutis, or wait, take that back. It's the other way around. It's Lourenco tried to get it from Labutis, and the puck is cleared all the way down. Sillenpaw in his own zone. 11:28 to go. Panthers see the puck deflect back into the zone. It'll be taken away by Braden Weber. 1 goal, 2 assists for him. Panthers have it. Lourenco in front. He shoots. He scores! Lourenco gets into the scoring. That is his 6th goal of the season. This one .849 will be the time of the goal. 4 straight goals for Drury, and it's 9-3. So Lourenco with his 6th. We'll see if there's any
Drury
assists.
goal by number 76, his 3rd of the game. Louis Fournier, unassisted. Drury goal, Louis Fournier, unassisted, his 3rd of the game.
Well, okay, did I say Lourenco? It's Fournier. That is goal number 15 and his 3rd. I don't know why I said 77 Lourenco. Fournier will get it. At 8:49 of the 3rd. Here's O'Connor. Gets pulled off the play. So a 9-3 game and the hat trick for Fournier. Axe will have it now. Off the boards, try to get it to Haneke. Now back on the far side. Weber is there. Axe fans on the shot. Puck is sent down. A Panther goes flying. That's O'Connor. And he'll get out of the zone. Oh, puck comes in on goal. Gons make sure it goes behind the net. 9:39 to go in the period. Here's Stigl. So Fournier with the hat trick with his 15th now. Now Jaden Salem. Back into Cordova, playing just his 4th game this season. Puck out in front. Good save there by Zitzman, and the puck is cleared all the way down. We are going to get I think a penalty here. And it is going to go against the Panthers. It's a cross check. There's a big save out in front. And there's the penalty right there. So save on Bazant, and then Bazant takes a penalty. That is his 2nd consecutive penalty. 10 penalties, 20 minutes. 11 penalties, 30 minutes for the Tigers. Shots are 40-21. Cross checks the call there. At the half boards, puck is out to center, racing for it, trying to get a hold of it with Stegel. Now Sansone in his own zone to set things up. Drury looking to go 10-10 on the season. They'd be 10-10-1. Tigers would be 7-14-2. Puck is sent all the way down. Zitzman will hold it in front of his own net, flips it up, and quickly it'll go cross and back down in for Nick Lowe to chase. Panthers in their own zone. 8:04 to go in the period. 56 remains in the penalty to Bazant. Tigers have it, shot wide by Sansone. Now Sansone races to the other side. Here come the Panthers. All alone, breaking in, looking for something. Bien, he shoots in, save, score! It was in the net. The puck was in the net. The official did not see it. I saw the puck. I was in perfect position for it to see it, and then they pulled it back out of the net. So the official very slow to get over to look at it, but it was definitely in the net. So there's a break for the Tigers. And it's hard to see because there is the white that sticks up, the plastic that sticks up about 4 inches, and if you're not on top of things, you're not going to see it. It was pulled out just as quick, but it was definitely a goal. Here come the Panthers, 2-on-2, into the zone. B&E shoots in, safe. Rebound, and not able to poke it home, and the backhander was Gilligan. Already has an assist, does Gilligan. It's his 3rd assist of the season. Now 5 seconds remaining in the power play. We are at midnight now. Puck with Bazant getting out is sent ahead, goes off of the stick of Sillenpaw, and it's sent all the way back down. We're chasing into his own zone is Gilligan. 6:49 to go in the period. Panthers do get it up. This will not be an icing. The officials have waved it off. I'm sure they realize it's the next day here. So technically we'll be playing 3 games in one day. We get an icing call here. Shots 42-22. That favors the Panthers. They, of course, lead on the scoreboard by a count of 9-3. Over some of the goals. Cardinal with 2. Fournier with 3. Kangas has a goal. Serrato has a goal. Labutis has a goal. And then for Missouri, it's Bader, Bresner, Hewerman, all with goals. 6:17 to go. Lorenko is pushing in front with James Kemp. Kemp tripped Lorenko. Officials say, I'm just going to fix the net, everything play on. So he does, and we have now 6 minutes we're coming down to remaining in this 3rd period. Panthers can't steal yet. Puck is flipped out to center. Here come the Panthers. Bringing it across is Labutis in front. He shoots. He hit the outside of the net. It definitely hit iron. Shot bounces in front. Kemp is able to kick it away. Goes underneath Limpert. Held in. No, now it's cleared out to center ice. Chase Wolkoff had it for a moment. Panthers are able to come the other way. Good play by Axe as he's able to keep it in front, so the Tigers are able to clear. Sent in by Wolkoff. 1 goal this season for him in his 8th game. 5:13 to go. Panthers have it. They bring it across the line. Working it down is Schmitz. He'll swing it all the way over past O'Connor, but the Panthers get to it on the far side. Chipped away by Cardinal by Nicholson. Now Sanson is able to clear. He does with 4:50 to go. Into the zone now for the Panthers is Serrato, the senior out of Fenton, Missouri. Several seniors on senior day as the puck gets flipped up into the netting. It will be senior day tomorrow, so there will be several seniors. Update in Colorado. Missouri State does take a 5-3 win over Colorado State. Now, there will be a lot of seniors to graduate, including Neil Serrato, Devin Gilligan, Tyler Sillenpaw, Jake Lyons, Brody Bean, Riley O'Connor, Gage Robb, Caleb Schmitz, Zahn Warner, Garrett Limpert, Patrick Labutis, Louis Fournier, and Cody Lorenko. All of them honored tomorrow as graduating seniors. They basically started this program. Here's a drive that comes in. Cardinal will stick it into the corner. Drury started their hockey program about 5 years ago as a Division III team. Then they moved up to Division II, and now they're Division I. But starting that first season, these players, the ones I just mentioned, are the ones that literally started the history of Drury hockey. Puck up the middle, drive comes in. It's blocked before it got to Zittman on the shot by Cardinal, and it's cleared and sent down. 3:36 remaining. And again, Drury's one of those teams that went from Division III to Division II in one season to Division I now in their second season. Now across the line, here's a drive, comes in, Zittman fights it off, it's right out in front. Cardinal had it for a moment, net gets dislodged, play stops, 3:16 to go. We will go after Zitzman gets his equipment set up. We will go to a face-off to the right of him, left as you look at it. Trupiano in to take the draw with Kangas, and Kangas doesn't win it. Tigers with possession. Puck is flipped and kicked in. Deflected for Weber, and he will send it just as far as the blue line and help it all the way back in with now 3 minutes remaining. Panthers roll it ahead. Oh, here is an opportunity coming in. Bazant, he shoots, he hit the crossbar. Bazant hits the crossbar. Puck beats Zitzman. Puck technically got flipped up and into the stands. It's a souvenir for somebody who came to go pick it up. 2:48 to go in period number 3. Again, these same two teams tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central will have it for you right here on the Division III stream. And then at 6 p.m., the Division I stream, it'll be Drury and Illinois State. Illinois State, in fact, in 2 weeks, they have to come back here. They play Missouri State coming up on the 20th and 21st. Here's Stiegel. We'll have those games for you, too. And, of course, the makeup game as Bazant comes in from behind. The Division III Drury and Arkansas. 1 game, 4-pointer makeup game next weekend at 2 p.m. That will determine who will get a playoff spot in the MACA playoffs. Puck to the far side. Kept in by the Tigers, worked down by Kemp. Off the boards, though, and it's back out for Axe, who will send it in on goal, and Gons will make the save there. .136 to go. Opportunity, flip back down with 1.5. Now we're going to get a couple of players tangled up. Play. Well, did they blow the whistle? They finally blew the whistle. It was still going on. As the goaltender was out of the net, we had a couple of players tangled up, maybe some punches possibly thrown. And I don't know if that's Zon Warner, 27. There it is. Or is that 77? Not sure. Looks like it is 27. Warner is in. Maybe the only penalty. And it looks like it is. 11 penalties, 22 minutes. 11 penalties, 30 minutes for the Tigers. The 22s for the Panthers. But Warner goes in. It's going to be a 5-on-4 for the remainder of the game, barring any further penalties. Of course, we're in midnight. I mean, 3 games technically played today. Panthers have 6 players on the ice. Or I take that back. I mean, Mizzou has 6 players on the ice. Now they finally get it straightened out. The Drury with 1 less. And they still have 6 players on the ice. So here we go with 1:22 remaining, a 9-3 Drury lead. And Mizzou has been trying to change this entire time. They're trying to get Bresner on. And referee Terry Farrar comes over and says, I let you do it once, I let you do it twice, and now you want to do it a third time? They're still talking with head coach Chris Sander. Not sure exactly what they're talking about. It's an argument on personnel. I mean, it's a 9-3 game. I gotta understand if this was a 1-goal game. But it's semantics at this point. Draw 1. Puck sent in. Loose puck. Taken away by the Panthers. Goaltender is still in the net, by the way. So 140, make that down to 1 minute remaining. And a 9-3 lead for Drury. Behind the net. Panthers push it away. Still in pause, able to kick it up, but it comes right up the middle. Shot in, and it hits the post and ricochets out. Now Zitzman. He'll bring it up to Hewerman. He'll have it across the line. Hewerman's shot comes in. 30 seconds remaining. Panthers are able to get out of harm's way, but not out of the zone yet. Here's a drive that comes in, missing wide. The rebound out in front. Gons with the save on the return shot by Trupiano. 16 to go. Here is a drive in, and they're going to call it a goal. A shot comes in from the right side. 10.4 seconds left. The officials will call it a goal. It is 9-4. And let's see who gets this one here. I'm not sure if it was tipped in or not. Maybe. Is it Trupiano?
Number 6, Kyle Kraft. Assistant by number 13, Mick Nicholson. Missouri goal, 6, Kraft from 13, Nicholson.
So that coming in 1950, Kraft from, they said Nicholson. "9-4 is your final. Shots on goal in the third period. 16 on Zitzman. 3-period total of 46. 8 on Gons. 3-period total of 26. Power plays. 1 for 6 were the Tigers. And 1 for 6 were the Panthers. Goals, Cardinal, he got a couple. Labutis, low, shorthanded. Serrato. Fournier with 3. Kangas. And for Missouri, it is Bader, Bresner, power play to Hewerman, and Kraft. And Kraft's goal, that is his second of the season. 9-4 is the final. Penalties, 11 for 22 to the Panthers and 11 for 30 to the Tigers, and that's where things end up. So Drury improves to a record now of 10-10-1. The Tigers are 17-14-2. We're going to get out of here because we have another game coming up 2 o'clock Central Time today, but we will bid you a very good evening as you take a look at the remaining calendar coming up. Scott had that up there for you. February games, which also include Missouri State games, as these ones finish out here for this weekend. But for Scott Lutzke, he keeps us on the air from 2 hours away. And for Gabby Marler, she locally keeps us going here. And with Cal Bussin, who's just about to pack up the camera as soon as we get off the air. I'm Steve Casson. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow coming up 2 p.m. These same two teams. We hope you'll tune in for that. But once again, the final score, a 9-4 victory for the number 91 ranked Drury Panthers over the number 99 ranked University of Missouri. Sleep well. We'll see you tomorrow, which really is today. Either way, good night, everyone.